Underrated bitch.
What's good in the hood?
Welcome back to the Young, Black, and Gifted podcast. I am your host, Underrated, here with a few dear friends of mine. Y'all want to introduce yourselves?
Underrated made it.
Well, y'all already know Kwani. Kwani is the...
Don't do that.
He's the
Yo, don't do that.
Nobody wants to...
No, because they're going to like, hey, Kwani.
Hey, Kwani.
Chill, boy.
Y'all already know Kwani. That's your host, your second host, Kwani.
Damn, second? I can't be co-host?
No, she was right.
Host?
Number 2. No.
Damn. I didn't mean to put us...
I got it. Listen, you was acting crazy earlier.
He
in
was.
the group text. I gotta get you, man.
What I do wrong?
He was acting Sadiddy. You was being Sadiddy. Nigga dude used to get the haircut.
First, nigga, I got this cut Saturday.
Oh, alright.
Well, it was traveling over
So
to
he
today.
You want to introduce yourself or you want me to do it for you?
Come on, Kwani, introduce yourself.
No, you can introduce me, my brother.
My co-host, y'all, Quan,
A.K.A.
Young
The
LL,
legend.
A.K.A.
I don't know, one of the best pops I know,
Period.
one of the most positive people I know.
Deep.
Period.
I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
yeah, one of the most entertaining people I know. Nah, we gonna have to pull that up out of you. I think you got it in you. You just don't know it yet.
Thanks.
We're gonna have to pull that entertain. That's why I be pitching ideas to you to see if you're gonna run with them. And
Man, you know me, I'm old, I can't run.
What's wrong with him?
so yeah, and you wanna introduce yourself, my friend?
Come on, D.I.
Yeah, absolutely.
Derek Iverson.
Show him how to do it, D. Oh, my fault.
Derek Iverson.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm Deanna, better known as D.
A.K.A.
Just D.
Derek Iverson.
D
Not
is
AKA Derek Iverson.
A.K.A.
D is one half of what? D. Let them know.
One half of DNA. At it again. That's our podcast. I definitely have a podcast with my sister.
Mm-hmm.
That's Erica with an A. Shout out to her.
Mm-hmm.
So we run that.
Heard you.
That's what we do. Heard us, right? You heard us.
I thought you were going to say Erica Badu.
No, Erica with an A.
My bad,
Come on,
boss.
Kwani, don't hate
You better leave Erica alone, bro.
I don't like
I'm
that
not.
for you.
I don't want no smoke.
Yeah, you better leave Erica with an A alone, bro.
But then again,
But yes, I'm here with my guys. I'm here, just guest hosting.
Donnie
I
Gill.
guess.
You gonna be dribbling.
Guest hosting with my guys.
Quan, you running the point today. D running the
I
small
ran
forward.
the point last time.
You can do it again, Kwani. You got it in you. You got it in you. I just want to first and foremost say, like, I'm so happy, so blessed, so honored to be here
Absolutely.
with 3 kings.
We appreciate you.
Like me sitting here with 3 kings. Y'all don't understand these minds that
And a
y'all
queen.
listening
And a
to.
queen.
Like, y'all absolutely have the most beautiful minds. Y'all are the most amazing, upstanding gentlemen that I know.
On phone now.
And no, like not on no tearjerker shit, but on some real shit though. Like, I respect and appreciate all of y'all
Thank
for
you.
who y'all are, and I'm just honored to be sitting between y'all. You know what I
It
mean?
was an honor to have you here, D. You know what your position in all this is, so
Yeah.
it's only right that we had you a part of the show, right?
Yeah.
And last but certainly not least, we want to introduce our behind the scenes guy from VXL Productions, Polo Kai. Shout him out, Kai. Holla at the people today, man.
Say what's up, Kai.
Kai said he ain't
He don't
fucking
wanna
with
be-
y'all
he don't wanna
today.
be
He
seen.
be acting so shy. He
But
not,
Kai,
though.
whenever you hear our voices,
Because he got on that USA Polo one today.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that what it is? He low level on the polo tonight.
One thing for sure, whenever you hear our voices, just know that Kai's somewhere in the background. So
Facts.
even if you don't hear nothing from him, don't be alarmed. He around.
Facts.
Stick him up.
That's why I say 3 kings. I'm sitting between 2, but the third, he is right straight up and down with me.
Weird.
That's my
Check
guy.
out that YouTube channel.
For sure.
What happened?
VXL Productions.
Oh yeah, VXL TV Films. Yeah, on the YouTube.
Damn.
Got a lot of stuff coming, man. We got to get Kai on here one of these days. One of these days we gonna get him to sit down with us so we can hear his voice.
Hopefully he got some bars.
Yeah.
And he really a mastermind.
That's what I said.
With
I
a lot
want
of
you to
stuff.
rap. You want to
And
rap?
he's my Virgo brother, period. Virgo. Don't
Yeah.
start Gemini.
What are you?
Don't
that's
start
what
Gemini.
He's a Gemini. That's
He's
why
a
he was
Gemini.
acting
That's why
crazy.
he-
earlier.
That's why he
listen,
be fickle with
your
me.
man right there, Gemini.
But don't be worried about who on my shirt, Quan.
It's right there.
I don't have to interact
right
with him
there.
on a normal basis, but you
That's right
be giving me
there.
hardship.
Y'all shout out. And that's a WWF shirt. I ain't
Come
realize.
on, man. I do this.
Not
for real.
WWE, WWF. Okay.
Ooh.
Show some character, Quan.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I do this for real.
So how
Back
would?
in the day with the DDT.
Yeah. Quan need that. He might need that little roughing up.
People's elbow for you. Last
Sweet
rock,
chin.
you know.
No, sweet chin music.
Ah,
Sharpshooter.
sharpshooter.
All that.
Sharpshooter.
Yeah, that's it. There's nothing else greater than those
you're
two
a
drums.
mark.
It was the
Heart
type
roll.
to be in school, like in the 4th grade, putting people like to
It's a
sleep
fact.
and shit.
I believe it.
It's a fact. Yeah, I was a wrestling bull when I was a kid.
You was doing entrances too?
Who? That's a what? In the middle of class, disrupted the whole lesson.
He definitely got kicked out a lot.
Run to the principal office like Ultimate Warrior and shit, full speed.
Like, his likability was so strong. All the teachers liked him, but he was bad as shit for no reason. Like, he had no rhyme or reason for his badness. He was bad as shit.
Everybody like
wrestling, man.
No, it wasn't about the wrestling. You just was bad.
Everybody like Ed. You know why?
We'll get to that.
Because he the KOC.
The king of the county, period.
I ain't say that, but hey, that's number 2 person said that. Hey, I ain't
Who
say
said
it.
that?
I ain't say it.
Who said it?
I ain't say it. Listen, I could have said KOC could have been king of the
Quite,
court.
just know that I just hope that you ready to rap and shit, cause you're not gonna have me getting dissed and then don't want to help formulate the plan to get back.
Why do you rap?
No, you don't rap. That's what I'm saying. You want me to
Listen,
rap?
Look, you can rap.
Why not?
Look, you can rap. And I
know. On your last one, you gonna say spoken word. That shit was really a cop out. It was really wild. I said spoken word. I like dubbing, listening to your podcast, and I'm like spoken word.
You can rap. I can do the ad libs. I can do the interlude. Yeah, that's how.
How you gonna do the interlude, Kwani? Show us. Set it up for us.
We ain't get that far yet. So, anyways.
Damn, he ain't got it. He don't got a
Well,
plan
oh,
for
shut
you.
up.
I can be like, well, I
He
can be
wants
like,
you to do it on the spot, but
He wants me to do everything on my own. He gonna leave me hanging and shit.
I can, you know something?
Get him.
Matter of fact, I can give you some little Duval bars.
What?
What? Now it's just little Duval balls.
Idiot.
Bars. Hey, Polo, can you edit that out?
No,
We
I'm in
keeping
charge of
everything.
this.
We keeping everything.
I knew they didn't make it.
Even when I fuck up, we keeping it.
Oh shit. So anyhow, Quad, let's move on, man, because Quad is crazy.
Damn, I can't.
How was your week, man? Talk about let the people know how this past week was.
I ain't gonna hold you. Time is fake. That shit,
Okay.
That shit goes by like
Yeah.
Facts.
I can agree.
And it's precious.
Yeah,
it is. It's a luxury actually.
It is. Absolutely.
yeah, John be flying. You get your little 2 days off from work. That shit
2
might as well
days.
not even. That's what I'm saying.
Nigga,
That
2
shit.
hours.
Yeah, it feels like
2
nothing.
hours. Then you go back to work and suffer.
But even if you had like 12 days off,
It's still
the
gonna
fact
fly.
that you know that you
Yeah.
have to return to a
Yeah.
place, you know what I mean? It still just feels so constricted.
Well, to be fair, time is not real anyways.
Yeah, it's some
nothing
shit they
but,
created.
It's abstract.
It is abstract, but it is still precious.
Yes,
I appreciate whoever created time because it is precious.
Mm-hmm.
Like we waste it so
Mm.
luxuriously, but
Deep.
at the end of the day, that is literally the only thing that we cannot return to.
Mm.
I will never be able to return to the second before now. I can get my money back. I can get my beauty back. I can grow my hair back. I can get anything that I want back except for this last second.
That's you, but a lot of people can't get those things back.
Damn, y'all.
Chill.
Listen.
Kwani said you're not getting none of that shit
Not
back.
getting the hair and the beauty back, bro.
Ugly and retarded.
Chill, dog. Quiet. Shout out. So your week was did you have a good week even despite the lack of time that you had?
I take everything with it on the chin, but everything's a blessing. I take everything.
Why are you so positive, bro? I mean, I ask you genuinely, not like it's a bad thing, but I really want to get into that because that's one of the things.
Why am I positive? I don't think I'm positive.
You are though. I think your outlook on things. I'm pretty sure you got your struggles, but your outlook seems to be very positive.
Because
things.
if you let the negative overtake you, then it will
because
consume you.
From coming from a negative childhood, you always look for like a way out, whatever, instead of seeing what's in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Taking things that it is.
Can't run from the pain, go towards it.
Period.
Facts.
Yeah.
Our big homie Hov said that.
Yeah.
Who?
Big homie Hov.
That's your big homie.
He's the type person
like
that'll say,
uncle.
listen, he the type person that'll argue Eminem, so don't even.
No, hell, listen, don't do that. If I
Rap God.
Listen,
he's the rap God.
if I'm not gonna pick Larry Bird, I'm not picking Eminem.
Listen, at the end of the day, Hov done told me more things than my dad.
Yeah, Sean.
So
Shout out to Sean
Uncle
Carter.
Hov.
Uncle Shawnee.
Yo, Sean, we need a deal. We need a deal.
We gonna get to that.
We need to get
We
to
gonna get
that.
right to that. We gonna get to that.
Cosmic Ed.
So your answer was to my question. The reason why you're so positive is
Because stop thinking negative. I used to think like that all the time, and you can't control everything. So
I agree.
you have to look at the brighter things in life.
Yeah.
If you're hungry, I look at it like this, right? Say I ask you for like, yo, I'm hungry. Can you feed me? You give me $1. I mean, I wish you had $2, but hey, get that $1. Go get a pretzel. Boom, I'm full.
So
Grateful for that. You grateful for the $1 and the pretzel?
Yes, sir. Always be grateful.
it's still satisfactory.
And I always say, yo, life ain't guaranteed. It's really not.
No.
You're where you are because of yourself, nobody else. Don't hold something over somebody's head. Hold yourself accountable for everything. So boom.
That was Quan, ladies and gentlemen.
They know who it is.
Yeah.
Chill. This young. You know what? I'm going by my Instagram name so I can get some followers.
Young LL.
Come on.
Two
Put it out there.
underscores. 2 underscores.
Young with no O.
Yes, sir. Because I'm 0
Okay.
bars.
No, put it out there. You didn't finish.
Young underscore LL.
Young large living. Y'all heard him. Young underscore
Hit y'all with the,
large living.
No.
Follow
Hit y'all with the
ladies.
eye wink.
Follow him, ladies. He said young underscore LL.
Yeah.
Forgot that. It's too late. Anyways, so how was your week?
My week was good. I had a good week. I had a very good week, actually. And it's been a long time since I had like a very even killed week. But that joint just even itself out. Nothing too crazy, nothing too wild. I didn't have to deal with anything. Didn't have to troubleshoot. So for me, that's a beautiful week. Everybody healthy, everybody cool. You know what I mean? So that's a good week for me. Especially because my life is wild. Like, shit always is always up for me. Like, shit always in flames. I'm like a firefighter for real.
So I got a question.
I'm always...
If it's up and it's stuck.
Nah, I don't be stuck because I'll put that motherfucker out. I don't like this
See, that's what let me ask you the real question. Quan on some bullshit. Let me ask you the real stuff. So what is it? So my question I wanted to ask you that just, where do you get the strength? And again, this is me asking you because of how I know you. Like, where do you get the strength to go through things, whatever you may deal with, whatever it is that you may deal with? Like, where do you get the strength at to, I guess, to restart, to start over, or to overstand, like to not allow the things that you go through to bring you down? Like, what is that?
Okay.
For you.
So, me personally, I always tell everybody, I've been through more between the ages of 0 and 8 than people have been through in their entire life. Right? So, I understand struggle. I understand, like, just being on the bottom of everything. I understand motherfuckers who take advantage. I understand all of those things, right? But it does not serve me any purpose to be negative. You know what I mean? It don't serve me no purpose. Positivity really helps me. It really brings me up. If I didn't have a positive outlook on things, then I would be stuck. The fact that I can be positive, be grateful, be humble, be, all of those things really helps me to just move forward in my life. Also, as cliche as it sounds, I have to. I have nobody else to fall back on. When you have nobody else to fall back on, you find everything that you need within yourself. And it is fucked up because you ultimately feel alone, you know what I mean? But it also makes you feel great because it's like, damn, everything that I need is embedded in me. It's nothing that I need that I don't have. I just haven't tapped into it yet. But when situations arise and then I rise to that occasion, then I know, damn, bitch, you had some real shit inside of you. You know what I mean?
I agree.
This
I wouldn't disagree.
This MF spitting.
Yeah, she's killing it. And I'll just say, to cap that off, like, I mean, you know this, but I'll share it for our listeners. Like, D is responsible. A lot of my creativity was embedded in me, but the courage that I gained, the inspiration I gained, to even like call up Quan and push the button. Me and Quan may have talked about this months before we actually pushed the button on it, but when I seen what D was doing and the fact that, I think it was more or less the fact that you just did it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So a lot of people talk about their plans and their goals and what they want to do. I'm not even sure that you even talked about doing the podcast. Did you? You just did it, right? Yeah. So I was wild inspired by that. Like, if you could go back to like the conversations, like me reaching out to you, like when it came about,
right?
And we only talking about what we on about a month doing this. This is gonna be episode 5, but we on like a month of doing this. You know what I'm saying? And none of this was pre-planned. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you just have to like be confident in your gift. You know what I mean? This is what you're good at. You have to be confident in your gift. Like, I don't want to jump ahead, but for me, I got started podcasting not because I thought about being a podcaster. Like, I never thought about that because for me, I'm not even like a public person. You know what I mean? I like small settings. I like to have intimate conversations and things like that. But through my intimate conversations, people are telling me like, yo, the world need to hear this. The world need to hear your views. You need to start a podcast. You need to write a book. You need to, it's stuff that you need to do. You are holding things inside of you that the world need. So for me, it's like, fuck it. I always say it. Shout out to my boy Jim. He always be like, if I get in the gym, I'm jumping out the window. So for me, monotony was a jam for me. You know what I mean? Like, go to work, come home, cook dinner, take care of the kids, pay my bills, and just steady in that rotation. That's a jam for me because I'm such a free spirit. So nothing about that makes me happy. I'm going to do what I need to do, especially because I have children. I'm going to do what I need to do, but nothing about that makes me happy. So this podcast for me, hopefully eventually I'll be able to monetize and all of those great things. But for now, even just at the level that it is, it's such a therapy. For me, it's like I was like running on a hamster wheel, doing my regular routine, and then finally I just jumped out the window. Like, nobody's seen it coming. And then it's crazy because the people who support me, we have a large supporting. People that support me ain't even in my circle. None of the people that's in my circle actually listen to my podcast.
Don DeMarco. Bars.
It is what it is. But I'm not looking for their support.
Right.
Because ultimately, what I'm going to say to that is, y'all get me on a normal basis. So for me, I'm regular to you. But for somebody else, I may be exceptional. So I'm not working for the regulars, I'm working for the exceptional.
You are exceptional to us.
Well, thank you, honey.
Quan, you know all the right things to say, dog. What's up with you, bro? I gotta come get tutored by you, dog.
Like, it's a Boosie cut.
I'm single, dog. I need to get tutored.
I did have the boozy cut.
It's the boozy cut. It's cute though. It works for you. Y'all see Kwani look at
Shout out to my man Boozy.
Yeah, so yeah, D is very much so a dope soul, and she is. So when you see her around, that's why, because she is a part of the podcast coming about, and a bunch of other things. I think like the podcast is probably the most consistent thing I've been doing, but if Kai go on his phone, I'm pretty sure he probably got like 30 other ideas that I probably.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? Like, so what I was doing, what happened was, so basically what you did for me was you sparked my creative juices, my creative mind. It made me see that, you know, like, shit is really like that simple to just do. Like, all you got, like, a lot of the times you just standing in your own way.
Thanks.
So, you know,
You know how I feel about you.
A lot of times
Right.
you do need
You
that
know how I
person.
feel about you.
You do need that person.
Y'all don't know Ed.
Uh-oh.
Underrated made it.
Oh, I see.
knew
Get him-
Ed
get him,
from,
Quan.
from young. Like from young. But
Oh, she about
always
to
he's
just-
been a visionary.
We go back
Always.
sometime, yeah.
Yeah, like I knew him from at 5 years old.
Damn.
35. I knew him for 30 years.
Should have seen the
Now,
boots.
obviously, we don't, we
I'm not.
haven't
Wait a
kept
minute,
in touch
No.
over the years.
No.
What?
Yeah, you knew me since I was 5, but I'm only 25. D. You
Oh, okay.
messing up the
All
math.
right.
Messing up
Yeah.
the math.
My bad. Maybe I should do 25 because somebody told me I look 25. What y'all think?
Yeah, we've
I'm the
known
only
each other
25-year-old here.
for a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
But isn't it amazing how you known somebody, we've known each other for so long, and us not having as much communication throughout the years, and then we could still bounce back and connect on such a level. I think that's very dope. Like,
That's amazing.
and then even the impact that you can have. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, it's the difference. Like, the fact that you can know somebody and interact with them and all of those things, that's amazing. But when we talk about impact, now we talking about destiny. So I met you at young,
Hey,
so then
Quan,
you
chill,
trust me.
bro. Yeah.
You trust me.
Begin deep
So
up
then
in
everything
this
that I say to you, you
undercover.
take in the heart because you trust me.
Yeah.
Now I'm part of your destiny. I don't know what is to come next,
D,
right?
D, tell her, spit the
But-
bar about the water fountain.
Alright, y'all, so I have all these memories of Ed. Like, I have a horrible memory, but my
Man, you done fucked up
long-term
now.
memory is on point, right? So, Ed long-term memory is shot, right? So, but for him, he says, I got all these memories of him. Every single memory, like from, I'm not going to say every single one, but like a lot of memories from young, when we was in, grade school and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But his memory of me from grade school, he got one. Just one memory of me from grade school. And he say, D, the only thing that I remember from you is you standing by a water fountain.
In gym class, everybody
In gym
wilding out.
class.
She in the cut, minding her business.
I ain't sir.
Keep going.
I've never stood by a water fountain in gym class.
Keep going.
I was such a dork. I'm such a dweeb, like at heart, right?
Then I ain't
Whatever the
ass.
class was supposed to be doing, I was doing it. So I never was like deviating from the plan ever. So I'm always, if we all doing the parachute fin, I'm doing the parachute fin. If we all doing back stretches, I'm back stretching.
Listen
So
to
he
me.
never seen me like this. He never seen me at the water fountain. But what I explained to him, his vision of me is from the water fountain. That's the only vision he has of me. What I say to him is, the reason why you have that vision is because every time you see me, you look at me as refreshing. You look at
Bars.
me as somebody who gives you
Yeah.
energy. What does water do for you? It refreshes you.
It flushes
It gives
you
you
out.
energy. It flushes your system. It gives you a recharge. So every time Ed encounters me, that's exactly what we doing. And it's crazy because literally every time we meet up, he get a visionary recharge.
Damn, I need some water now.
Yeah, you know, instead of the wine, we might need water.
Fucking thirsty
But
ass.
so that's just how I feel about it. And
God, silly. Yeah, so D is definitely a dope soul, man, and I'm proud of what you got going on.
thank you.
And
I'm proud of you as well.
yeah, I think that you guys will do. You guys will do whatever you want. You know what I mean? So
I think this is a long time coming for you.
yeah,
It is.
yeah.
I talked to Ed in 2016, and he had like many podcast idea things swirling around, and he's running it by me, and I'm like, dog, you gotta do it.
Don't.
And
I never did it.
he never did it. He never did it because he ain't comfortable with taking that shoulder and jumping out the window.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm so very proud of you and the fact that you were able to do that now. And I think it's a great thing because then you got Kwani.
Mm-hmm.
Or what should I call you? I call him
I
Kwani.
just keep it like
What should I call you?
Listen, she the only person gonna call me that. Don't call me that. Anyways.
All right,
Nah.
I'm gonna be respectful.
No.
Sir Quan.
Don't do that.
Sir Quan.
Sir Quan.
I ain't Burger King.
Sir Quan.
Sir Quan. So you got Sir Quan
No,
with you, and
no.
Sir Quan pushes you
Chill out.
to
Just say the Kwani part. Don't say the Sir Quan.
Just say Kwani.
That's even worse.
Damn, I'm sorry.
I'm not. You know what color that is. I ain't,
Quan,
anyways.
don't. Remember, like I said, through
I
the.
almost named my son Sir.
Now they gotta call us. That boy already 90. He ain't even out his romper. Is what Jay said. But anyhow, don't pay Quan no mind. Quan keep going through these.
Back and forth.
You know you're a Gemini, so he's going. He's
all
doing.
over the place.
Yeah, you just gotta wait for the right one.
one.
You gotta wait for the right one to pop up. It did pay attention. If you ignore the wrong one, it'll go away. It did the right one. When the right one come, you talk to that one.
Just throw me under the bus. Cool.
All I'm saying is,
How they throw you
I'm
under
the
the bus?
respectable version.
Stop.
So
You want me to edit that part out, Quan?
don't edit
Nah,
it.
that's all right.
Try again, Marasaka. That's your video.
Oh my goodness.
It's the wide, Quan. Don't pay me no mind. I wasn't even trying to rhyme. You see how that happened?
Oh, now you got bars. Now we got the bars. I've been asking what 4 weeks.
They're going
Now you
to
got bars.
purpose.
Now we got
Don
the bars.
DeMarco.
Beep, 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 beep.
Never heard of them.
So, what up? What you got, Quan? Did you come with anything? Because I'll be honest with y'all, I didn't come with anything. But we could get into it. What you want to start with? What you want to talk about? Sports? You want to talk about current events? I think you good, man. You talked about a few current events, and I think you pretty good with like dissecting those things, and you know what I mean. So let's start with that.
First one I saw that 73-year-old man that got killed by them kids.
Mm-hmm.
Tragic
Wow,
situation.
So talk about it. So tell me, let me know. Brush me up on it a little bit. So
It was like 2 o'clock in the morning.
mm-hmm.
70-year-old man was walking. I didn't really see the whole video. I turned it
Okay.
off. 'Cause I
Yeah,
didn't watch
stuff like that. But that's how I am. That's why I don't know, because stuff like that I try to
it.
stay
I
away
just
from.
seen like the comments like, "Oh man, you blame the parents."
Yeah,
this and
yeah,
that.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, bro,
Yeah,
parents
shit.
could have been asleep.
Yeah.
2 o'clock in the morning.
I mean, and I know a little something about that. But go ahead, tell the story.
Nah, that's it. Like they just
73-year-old man. He was walking through.
Yeah, he was walking and they was hitting him with like the cones,
Mm-hmm.
stomping him out and all that. And he
And
died.
this happened in Philadelphia,
Yeah,
Pennsylvania.
I don't know how many it was, but I know they was from 10 to 14, and everybody's like, "Oh,
Lot
it's
of
the
kids.
parents' fault. It's the parents' fault." But I'm like,
Where
bro,
were the parents? I mean, you have to blame somebody, right?
yeah, but how you gonna blame the parents?
I don't think we can blame parents anymore because
Now you could blame the parents, but it's like
we
how?
can't like Instagram is raising our kids whether we like it or not.
And TikTok.
The heavy influence that it has, and even if we say you can't have an Instagram, you can't have a
I
TikTok,
agree.
you still need, at this particular point in time in our lives, you need a tracker on your kid. How you gonna get a tracker? They cell phone. They have a cell phone, they can tap in. Once they tap in, it is what it is.
So what else? So I could understand. I'm not saying that I agree, but I could understand how people will want to blame the parents, because it's kind of like, what time did it happen?
Like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
stuff
why
like
were
that.
they
Like why?
outside?
Yeah, why was they
Or
outside?
was all of them outside, to be honest.
Yeah, I could
But
understand how
can
they
you
would.
imagine? All right, so let's just put it out there. Some parents at this particular point don't give a fuck. Some parents still, even though we don't have crack kids no more, we don't have crack parents no more. We got pill parents, we got drunk parents, we got all of that. So yeah, my mom got high, my mom got drunk, whatever. I'm dipping out, or
Parents at work.
I was going. That's where I was going to go with it.
That's me. I work
That's a
overnight
fact.
sometimes.
That's a fact.
So if I work overnight and my son is home, I don't have another parent to help me out. I don't have another, entity to help me out. So if my son truly wanted to just go outside while I'm at work, what am I supposed to do about that? If I don't know, I don't know. But I still have to provide. I still got to put food on the table, and I still have to pay my bills. So I can't just be like, oh, I can't work at night. And people make it sound so simple, like, oh, well, you could get a day job, or you could do, but your day job ain't making the money that my night job is making. So
thank you.
What am I supposed to do?
And kids also sneak out. They've been sneaking out since.
Bro,
since
I mean, that's probably the big. I think that's probably the biggest thing right there, because being a parent, I think that a lot of our, especially I'll speak for like people of our age, right? A lot of our values are older. I think we're pretty hip as far as being able to at least understand our children. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And connect with them to a degree. You feel what I'm saying? But I think a lot of our ideologies as parents is of old. You know what I'm saying? So it's a great disconnect between how we were raised and the world that our children are living in.
Right.
So like you just stressed a great point that if you want to take away social media, like you say, social media raising your shit. If you want to, they'll find another way.
They're going to
get on social media.
My homie has a cell phone.
Yeah, I'll just use my homie when we at school.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
That's been going on since.
And then you talking about work and being at work, whether you work overnight. I've been working overnight for almost 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
But whether you're working overnight or if you work in the late shift, it lead
But
so
even if you work through the day. Can you imagine? All right, you've been at work. So I work in 12-hour increments.
Yeah.
But even if you work in 8-hour increments, you saying you start your day at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Right?
Get off 3, 4.
You got to be to work at 9. You start your day at 7. But you got to be to work at 9. You don't get off till 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You come home. You cook dinner. You do laundry. You clean up the house. All of these great things. Now you in bed by 11. After 11 o'clock, it's no waking you up. You tired. You done did all that you can do.
So I would like to say, like, what would be so for like situations such as the one that you just laid out, and even like some of the ones that like my situation, what would be the answer for like, because you have to work? I think we kind of like briefly touched on that in one of our episodes. Because you have to work, you gotta provide. So what could be some of the answers, right? Because we don't know. I'm not fully aware of the circumstances surrounding the situation that happened with the young fella and the older guy, but opposed to for the people that would like to blame the parents, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what the circumstances are. Because if in a situation like that,
what do? There really is no resolve. Like, you just have to be like, whatever happens, you have to, like, to me, I have 2 teenage children. For my teenagers, I just have to be okay with whatever I told them. And I have to be like, whatever I told them is going to be enough for them to go out and do the right thing. Now, if they do the wrong thing, they're going to get punishment as long as I know. But if I don't know, it's nothing that I can do. Society and this economy has made it so wild that you have to be at work. Like, I'm in the middle class. Middle class sucks. I'd rather be poor, for real. Because at least you get assistance, you get help and everything. I'm in the middle class. I get no help with nothing. I have to pay, full force with food, and medical expenses is all on me. Everything that I do, like, has to be on me. So I have to go to work. I can't not be at work. When you're in that position, some shit is gonna fall by the wayside. It's fortunate if somebody has a partner that can help them with that, but I don't want to get too deep.
And I'm pretty sure that's a lot of the
that
situation. I'm pretty sure that's the circumstances surrounding this situation is that it probably was a single parent home.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, it probably wasn't, you know what I mean? Or if it was double parents, like, it has to be a reason. And my point was, what I was trying to get to is that I wanted to shed more light on the people on social media pointing the finger or shifting the blame, because
that's wild.
What do you do?
Sometimes
what's the answer?
The environment.
Do you have an answer? No, I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying people like to.
There's no answer.
Offer up their opinions with no answer.
It's an environment too, because like in like a rich area, ain't nobody outside no 2:00 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So like, in a more urban area, it's like it's common for people to be outside at 2:00 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Broomall and stuff, it ain't even no corner stores, so who's gonna be outside walking on what 8:00? You gotta drive like 2 miles.
And the street's not even structured the same way for you to even, you know what I mean?
Environmental stuff. Even in Collindale, ain't nobody outside no 2:00 in the morning.
You might catch me slide through Collindale 4:00. No.
Not just
Collindale. On
Collindale.
his horse shit.
Not just Collindale. Darby, Northern. Pick your boys.
Slinging that dick.
Yeah.
Alright.
No, I'm not. I ain't
Just
doing
messing
that.
with all they get.
But no, my point was, it's first off, rest in peace to the man who lost his life.
Absolutely.
And I'm also, situations like that is just an unfortunate situation because now this young man, for whatever reason, like clearly he was missing something. It was someone or somewhere. It was a loophole somewhere. You know what I mean? And now he has it ruined his life. You feel what I'm saying? So my point is that people that have, like you were saying, because the first thing that I latched on to that you said was that people were online basically blaming the parents. And I think I may have seen that too, but my point is, what is the answer? I think people get, and that's part of my issue with like social media and why I try not to dive too deep into like current events because everybody is
always has the answers.
Or they're,
social media is so opinionated.
Yeah, he burning me out.
If
you want an opinion, start a podcast. Then we'll see if your opinion really matters. We'll look at your analytics.
It makes you pick a side, but that's why I don't function well in any area because I don't pick sides.
Well, according to them, they're not opinionated; they're factual. According to them, they're not opinionated; they're factual.
Who?
Yeah.
The people on social media. I can say, yo, man, that wall's black. Nigga, you dumb. You stupid. That wall's white.
Blaming the parents, but my point is, to me, the most important thing is what would be the solution? Okay, blame the parents because we don't know. Again, the parent could be on drugs. The parent could be outside prostituting. We don't know. But I'm just saying, like, what's the people just like to offer up their opinion?
In the house. So what else? Like, what do we do with their? So it's a multi-tiered thing. Like, okay, if we had the parents there. The kids were in the home, cool. But what do they do with them feelings inside them? Because it's a feeling inside them that makes them. It's nothing in me that makes you want to beat up a whole man.
That's a great point right there.
So then, what is it inside them? What triggered them to want to even do that? So it's nothing in me that would make me want to beat up a whole person.
So I mean, I when you say that kind of like makes me like cut my eye back at the parents because it's like I'm contradicting myself, right? But it's again, I like to overstand. I like to touch all the facts of things, right? I try to look at from every angle. But that was a great angle to look at it, right? Like what was going on with the children that had him so angry to commit such an act?
But I think that is a normal thing. I think that our parents, if you really look back to. And we was fucked up. We ain't gonna take nothing away from what happened in the 80s, right?
Messed up, not
Don't cuss on this podcast.
No, I'm saying messed up, not fucked up. That's the difference.
What do you mean? She can say fucked up?
No, I'm saying.
I hit the explicit button.
No, what I'm saying, messed up, like, when you say fucked up, in my mind, it's like, yo, you was really, 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 really bad, as opposed to you was...
Alright, so...
The crack epidemic was really, really bad, bro.
Fucked up, yeah. The crack epidemic
that was crazy.
Yeah,
even if your parents wasn't on crack, the shit was still fucked up. But okay.
Y'all niggas...
The idea of it was crazy.
Y'all
was fucked
up
up.
in the 90s, though.
No, we didn't.
Born in the 80s.
We grew up in the 90s,
It was the
but
aftermath.
the after effect, the shit happened in
Flowed
the 80s,
over into the 90s.
But that was the after effect.
Yeah, when that's the alcohol.
No, the 90s was really the crack era for
I'm 2000s, baby. Whatever.
Yeah, you ain't felt it. We felt that shit.
You gotta realize, too, with crack, crack, people was having fun on crack. They didn't become crackheads until months down the line, but
Facts.
When they first started doing it, they was fully functioning. You know what I'm saying? So my point is that it had to take its toll.
It ran its course.
Yeah.
It ran its course.
Yeah.
Was it cocaine though? Because people
probably not cocaine.
Yeah,
cocaine was the
rich man drug.
Yeah, it was up there.
But okay, so for crack heads or crack babies or whatever, unfortunately, we had to go through that era. Even if my parents weren't on crack at all, My dad was in jail. My mom worked a job. It was all good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I still had friends that experienced this era. You know what I mean? I had friends whose parents were heavily on drugs. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. What's up?
My dad was on crack.
Okay.
But
So
I ain't
then-
really know him like that, so.
Oh, word.
All right. So you didn't experience the effect of it, but when you had parents, all right. So my dad was locked up, right? My mom was working on her next nigga or whatever, right?
Come on,
So
man.
who? Huh?
We start shit.
I'm just saying, it is what
Start
it is.
busting
She's
shots.
She's working on her next nigga.
Innocent bystanders and shit. She gonna get that shot. You gonna have them motherfuckers coming in here shooting at me?
Pew, pew, pew. Like, at the end of the day, it is what it is. That's real shit.
Okay.
I don't want to.
I ain't mad at you. Go ahead.
That's real shit. My mom was either at work or she was working on her next nigga. But, and my dad was locked up.
Mm-hmm.
But, who is raising me? My mom is at work or working on her next nigga. My dad locked up. Who's raising me?
TV, music, outside.
Or nobody. Or just myself. Or, guess who's raising me for real, for real? My best friend has a mom who has a house of her own, but she on crack. So she running the streets 9 times out of 10.
So yeah, so basically you doing your own thing. You raising yourself.
I'm raising my fucking
Yeah.
self.
I
How do
cannot
you raise your
identify with
fucking
that.
self? I think that is what's happening with these children. I think that they're raising themselves, and it's not even. So we're not on crack anymore, but this phone is crack. We pay attention to it more than we pay attention to our children.
The things that you
Definitely
see
slavery.
on it.
Definitely
So
slavery.
the you chasing lifestyles and trying to be a certain kind of way based off of the things that you see on social media. Yeah.
Right. So I might not be paying my kids attention based on an addiction that I have to drugs or to whatever else, but I'm addicted to that cell phone. I'm addicted to Instagram. I'm addicted to Twitter. I'm addicted to all these things. So I'm not paying my kids attention like I should be because I'm paying attention to that. And then when I go to sleep, my kids are also paying attention to the same exact thing. They understand everything that I understand. I think that in our era, we was so removed from our parents. We know what they was doing. We understand finance, whatever. We give our kids so much information, and then this information overload. But they're young, so they ain't able to process all that shit. And then they got the Instagram and the Twitter and all that shit on top of it. These motherfuckers think they grown. They think they grown. So they gonna go out and they gonna make the decision, they gonna do the things or whatever. Like, I don't understand what it takes inside of you to wanna beat up an old ass man. But I think that what it is control. All of us as a human base are out of fucking control.
Oh yeah.
We're out of control.
I mean the world is a lot going on. A lot of people are. I mean, social media probably starts it. Because even this, I had a conversation with someone. They shall remain nameless on this episode. I had a conversation with them too.
Shout out to you.
But I don't think they have the ability to process what's going on in the world. That they just have one gear, so they're not taking into consideration the climate of even the economy. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to shift and maneuver around certain things. You know what I mean? And when you just have one mind, you know what I'm saying? One set mind. You know, social media tell you that you could get rich by posting videos on
Instant gratification era.
Yeah, but they don't talk about how to
popcorn.
maintain. How do you maintain it? How do you build it? Number one,
Right.
everybody just trying to get that one the grand slam. They want to hit the home run. You know what I mean? But
What is your basis behind it? That's really the question.
What's the
What is
basis
your-
behind
what is your
wanting to get
driving
rich?
factor?
Yeah.
Because you see people doing it.
You
I mean,
want to be
that's
rich
what- that's a
because
lot
it's
of-
the cool thing to do.
Absolutely.
But the reason why you can't get rich is because you have no basis.
I agree.
I only want to be rich so that I can provide peace and solace and, some type of goodness for the shit that money can't buy. Like my kids.
Freedom.
My peace. My freedom to do things.
Do whatever the hell you want to do.
But outside of that, money really don't mean too much to me.
Facts.
Like, what you wearing don't affect, like, how Uncle Ho said, what you eat don't make me shit. So, You wearing all these name brands and, you know, exhausting yourself to get all of this shit, that shit don't move me. But when you could say my kids can have this special type of lifestyle, I'd be like, I might do a little Harlem Shake for that shit.
Yeah.
You gotta do that at the end of the show too.
So let me ask you this. So we can move on from that. What do you think? Your final thoughts? Do you think that the parents should be held accountable, or do you think that the young man did that on his own? He need to deal with that.
You gotta deal with that because he wasn't the only person doing it. You know.
This is a group effort.
Yeah, like somebody like, yo, let's do this.
30 parents.
I've been there before. People like, yo, we gonna do this, and I'm like, nah, nigga, I already know the consequences. I ain't doing that shit. Guess what? Some nigga know he did something, shouldn't have did, got 10 years. Guess who didn't get 10 years? Me.
Word. Okay, Quan. So what do you think, Dick?
I feel the same. I feel like parents shouldn't be held
Take my
accountable.
wine.
I can't even be like, even for the shit that I did, I can't even hold my parents accountable for the shit that I did, even if I think it's a direct correlation, because at the end of the day, I got my own mind. I make my own decisions, day in and day out.
I agree.
And nobody forced you to do anything.
At all. At all.
All right, my stomach hurting. Let's switch up the.
Try to tell you. Try to
It's
tell
a little deep, dog. That's why I stay away from that tight stuff, man.
Try to tell you, boy.
So all right, so.
Oh, these niggas tripping.
Super car. Can we get refill?
Thank you,
Yeah.
God.
So
Yes, seriously.
Brian
Never heard of him.
in the Drew League. Let's talk about it. We ain't talked about sports a little while on this joint. Let's insert some sports in here.
Well, LeBron did go. According to I'm not going to say his name.
You can say his name.
According to somebody, LeBron did go 2 for 13 from the 3-point line and missed the last free throw to win the game. Did he?
He was playing against me and you, dog. Like, it don't matter. Like,
Hey, listen,
so was he supposed to? So he?
Listen,
Do you think the
listen.
efforts
I
was
think,
the efforts of that
I think that whole argument that that person made was
valid?
no. I think
you.
that person brought it up to be relevant because that person he's made a career off of bashing LeBron.
Yeah, we not talking
I'm
about
not
him. We
saying-
talking about Brian.
That I'm saying the argument he
What
made
we
is
talking
not
about
valid.
with Brian?
Hmm?
What we talking about with Brian?
No, we talking about. Well, we talk. You know, he this weekend he played in the
I
in the
think it
Drew
was-
League.
I think it was a good
You know,
night.
that's
A little neighborhood league or whatever.
yeah, but it's a thing like that. It's kind of like reminiscent of like the record league.
Yeah,
Yeah,
indoor.
it's like the West. Yeah, it's like the West Coast. Yeah, and it's indoor. You feel what I'm saying? And it's not as
Prevalent.
no, it's probably bigger than that. But I'm just
Oh.
saying it's not as flashy. I guess.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm
that's
saying? It's a
like
little bit
the
more
moves and all that.
structured. You feel what I'm saying? Than
Okay.
even like Record Park.
I think it should be more players in there. Like, you know, like at least one player from each team going down there. Get one.
I feel like now that Brian hit it, everybody gonna hit it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, Brian had to
he
do
the
it. I feel like
tastemaker.
it was only right that he did it because, you know, being out there on the West Coast, being on the team. What he been out there about 4 or 5 years? What he going in his 5th season out there already?
I think so.
Mhm.
It's only right he hit the Drew League.
I-
So what was the stat? What was the stats again?
Yeah, 42, 16, something.
You know, Skip was watching that jump.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
He was.
He's like, oh, LeBron went 2 for 13. That's supposed to be your king. I'm like, shut up. Listen, I've never heard.
Steph ever went out there?
You know,
Nah, he wasn't.
You
He
know
wasn't one of
Stephen
them.
A.
He
Smith
was one of them.
beyond Brian is his man.
Yeah, no, he wasn't talking shit. He was definitely lifting him up on that jump.
Absolute, because that's what he do. Stephen A. is.
You don't like Stephen A?
Hell no.
Why not?
See, motherfuckers,
You really want
they
to
call
walk
me
with him?
Stephen
Because
A.
I don't like how he just bashes the black man. And like, no, I'm serious.
No, he
No.
love Brian though.
Keyword Ron, but he don't like these other athletes.
Well, because sometimes these
Like,
niggas be
it's
like,
crazy.
I mean, the whole league is black, bro. Like, what do you
Okay.
mean? You acting like it's.
Okay, look at the way he reacted to Kyrie Irving and Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers never got the vaccine, right? He lied about it. He talked about it for 5 minutes, but he's been constantly talking about Kyrie. Constantly. To this
well,
day.
because
That's what
Kyrie
you're
put
saying.
it out there that he's not getting a vaccine.
Okay,
He's an active Muslim. He don't believe in that, and that's
okay,
is
cool.
what it
Then
is.
you just talk about it and move on from it. Don't bash it because he's like, you know what? I
Well,
ain't getting it.
But you know, when people believe in something, that's not even just Stephen A. That is period. When people believe in something, they just roll with it. They go hard on
That's
it.
very true, but it's been what, like 7 months you've been talking about it?
He's still talking about it.
Yeah, so
Right,
to
because
this
he
day.
an easy
To this
target.
day.
That's
To this
because
day. To this
that's
day.
because Kyrie ain't telling him to shut the fuck up yet.
I'm pretty sure he kind of did.
I
He
bet
didn't
he
say
did.
those words.
Yeah, well, because if it was me and I was tired of you talking about it, what I'm gonna say?
And then he just thinks he's
Don't.
right. Just don't.
I'm a Will Smith him. Keep my name out your motherfucking
Oh,
mouth.
we definitely going left now. Definitely left. Oh, you know Will Smith called himself Fluffy. That's also ego.
Say
Fluffy.
what?
Yeah.
Pause. Like what is
No, he
it?
called himself Fluffy. That
He was just a monkey boy.
no, he calls himself that because Fluffy means that's other ego. Like he always felt like a coward. But that's another day. I read his book.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Did he write it or did he have
No,
writers?
I read his audio book. He's actually talking about it. He's like, yeah, you know, I always felt
Is
like a
his
coward.
voice on the
Yeah,
audio?
yeah.
Okay.
The new one's called Will.
Alright, well, I'm not
Copy.
gonna go against him. I graduated from his high school. We both from the same alma mater, and
What school you went to?
I didn't go to school. I didn't go to ninth grade. I didn't go to high school. I went to school high.
school high.
Oh, high school high? Get out of here.
I didn't
We went
graduate.
to high school high.
What ninth grade you went to?
What?
Which one to?
Penwood?
Oh yeah, he went to Penwood. You went to Overwood, yeah, whatever. Anyways, next subject.
I went to Oregon.
What
I went to
what else you
mine, but I
got?
got
What
you.
else you got in sports, Quan?
You know, LeBron, Westbrook, and AD, they had like a little call on how they trying to work together or whatever.
Boo! Get rid of what?
do
Ship them both
Matter of
off.
fact,
Give us
How you feel
KD
about
and Kyrie.
Westbrook?
Don't do that. You know what's crazy?
How do I-
Don't fuck with Westbrook?
No,
I
matter of
did,
fact,
but
I
I
gotta
don't
hear
fuck
this. That's why. Because he's on team with LeBron, make him look bad.
You said what?
Because he's on team with LeBron, he's making him look bad.
Because well, Russ is a great. He's a great talent, right? He's very athletic, and he's a. We've never seen what he's done. We haven't seen it before. So, but nonetheless, the game requires winning. I don't give a damn about stats. I don't care. I'm just being honest with you, right?
Sure.
So the whole point is after you done made all that money. Now my thing is Russ been one of the. He been at least in the top 10 players every year since he been in the league. At least top 10.
Nah.
He ain't been top 10.
Top 15.
Westbrook?
Top 15.
Top 10.
Top 15.
He won a.
He won one.
He was in a race for the MVP even years before he won it.
Sure was.
Top 10.
Sure was.
Oh, you talking about MVP ladder?
I mean, period in the
We
league.
just talking about period in the league.
During
Westbrook,
his time in being in the league,
Every year. You said every year.
at least maybe not the last.
7 years, 8 years.
No. So maybe from where did he go after he left OKC? Refresh my memory.
Okay.
Did he go straight to Houston or was it Houston? Was it Houston first?
Yeah.
No. It was.
Houston.
You sure it wasn't?
Yeah, Houston. Then he went.
Sure it wasn't.
Then he went to Washington.
And then from Washington to, not from Washington, huh?
Lakers.
I think you got it
Washington
backwards.
to the
Yeah,
Lakers.
yeah.
I think you got it. Oh yeah, Washington and Lakers. Yeah.
Come on, man. I do this.
So my thing is maybe in that time frame, maybe not. So what's that like a 3 or 4 year
Yeah,
span?
4 years now. I think.
Out of how many years he been in the league?
Damn. When he came in, like,
12. He was in the what was that? 11. He was in the finals, right? That's 10 years ago, and he wasn't a rookie then.
That's 2012.
It don't matter. 10 years ago, right? My point is he wasn't a rookie then, so he at least got what about 12 years in the league.
Yeah.
So we saying out of 12 years, at least 9 or maybe if you want to call it 8, let's call it 8. He was ranked top. I said top 10, not top 5. You want to name me 10 players that's better than Russ?
Of
Right.
course. Right now?
No, because you got a lot of
At
young
that
dudes.
point.
I'm talking about
Okay.
in that point.
What year?
The year that they lost to the year that they blew the league. Name 10 players better than him. The year that they lost to your team. Name me 10 players.
Wait, what's your team?
Come on.
I don't know
Everybody knows me.
I don't know your team. What's your team? Not the
The
Warriors.
light skinned Legion of Doom.
Oh God! I should have known it was the Warriors. You light skinned.
Everybody, I'm not racist.
Lord
I'm
have
caramel.
mercy.
The
Yeah, caramel, and so
Alright,
you
let's
hit
see.
the light skins, and then you fit right in.
10 players.
And what, 2012?
Valid.
No, 2016.
Valid.
2016.
Valid
Okay.
players.
Number 1, Wardell.
Okay.
2, LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
3, Kyrie.
Mm-hmm.
4,
And what year was that?
2016.
That was the because that was the year that Kyrie
No, you can't
hit the
go
game winner
with
shot and got y'all the fuck
2016.
out of here. So yeah, Kyrie was better than him that year. Okay.
2016? No, No, we can't let him go back to 2016.
No, I'm just trying to make a point to
No,
you.
how many people was that?
3. I want him to
It
name.
was 4.
It was 3.
Yeah,
You said
you can't let him
KD.
go
You, said,
back to 2016.
you didn't say KD, so you want to add KD into that?
KD,
Okay,
KD.
so that's 4.
Who else we got?
It's not that. I'm telling.
Dame.
Dame is not better.
He
Not
tried.
that year. Not that year. Stop. Not that year. That's not that year. Dame might be in the. He might have been in the top 10, but he not ranked before. He not ranked before him. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He not even in the top 10, bro. So it don't even matter.
He's gonna cut me off.
Because it ain't. You can't. You started.
You're wrong. And you coming from.
You started bullshit.
Like, a decade ago. Stop
Paul
it.
George.
Not better than Russ.
In 2016?
No. Playoff. He never won a playoff game. How you got? That's like me calling myself Gentleman Ed and shit. Like I never been in dog. I could be a gentleman, dog. Like nigga never won no playoff games though.
He did. He won some play. He won no series. He just won the playoff games.
Gosh. So to my point, I know that you can't name 10 guys that's better than Russ.
Can't.
So my point is Russ. My thing against Russ is that I think it's kind of like almost like the what we seen with Carmelo and what we seen with AI. I think that
Carmelo?
I think people. I think the ego is larger
There
than.
you go.
The AI, I don't know what's the ego. I think it wasn't the.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
The
man?
sacrifice for AI.
AI went. He got traded to the Pistons.
Yeah, but he didn't want to
So-
sacrifice. Remember?
So, Russ.
So that's what I'm saying. The ego don't make you want to make the sacrifice yet. You see what I'm saying?
You know,
Let's just
actually,
say-
Coming off the
Right.
bench. Remember. What you say? Dave?
Off of Russ, right?
Mhm.
If we think about even just All-Star Weekend,
Mhm.
big giant games everywhere, where was Russ at? We seen Russ, but where did we see Russ?
He was here with me and Kyle watching the shit.
Oh, okay, yeah. He might have been because Russ was on the green screen talking his shit and just being up.
Damn.
Where would you at, Russ?
Who made
Like
most
you
threes
was
last
not
year?
on the floor. You did not do anything. You had no participation.
Was that this past-
And the
this
biggest
past
thing,
year?
yes. This
Yeah,
big,
see?
I watched the entire.
Yeah, see,
Who made
He was nowhere to be found.
the
But,
most threes?
huh?
Who made the most threes?
bro, we not talking about that. We
I don't
talking
care.
about the fact that
Don't care.
My favorite.
let's
Oh,
light skin more.
Well, now he.
You know, light skin more your favorite?
Now he no. The most threes is not. He
Reggie.
superseded him, but
So
Ray Allen.
There we go.
Had the most threes. That's
I was
my
disappointed.
fucking
I was
guy.
disappointed in him, dog.
And who?
When he was like, "Oh yeah, LeBron's not the great because he's not the best dribbler." I was like, "Ray, shut up."
Well, don't tell Ray to shut up.
It's not the
Ray
best
all-
dribbler.
Yeah, is he the best free throw shooter? Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
Give me your favorite
Shut
line
up,
from
Walter.
He
Walter.
Got Game. What's your favorite line from He Got
Ah.
Game? I don't think I had no lines from there. You got any lines from He Got
No,
Game?
no, don't try to play my
What
guy.
he said?
Why are they trying to play my guy? Jesus! Kai, help me.
Jesus save us!
What else? It's no notable lines from
I like the John.
It's a great movie, though.
I like the Range Rover John. Of course,
The favorite part was when he went visiting the colleges and he had.
I figured you said that. I
Yeah.
figured you
He
said
ain't picked that school.
He just went there for the games.
He didn't pick that school.
I figured you said
I
that.
would have picked that job. My dumb ass would have put it right there. Shit, drunk.
And then transferred. Nah, I can't do these games no more. I need to focus more.
Yeah. So Russ, I just think Russ could work on being more of a self-aware,
You know,
like and be more of a
Also, I
not so
think
much of a
about
team
Russ.
player, but
you
just
know his
really good.
playoff history is actually better than Iverson's.
But also,
I mean-
Russ is not likable. He ain't even
He's
trying
likable.
to be likable. No, he
A lot
not.
of people love Russ
Yeah, for his
as a teammate.
no. If people like Russ, it's because he is
A rebel.
the X factor,
Yeah.
right?
Listen, a lot of people like Russ. They just don't like playing with him.
No, I ain't talking about league people. I'm talking about
Oh, of
the
course.
people,
Of course.
us.
Fuck y'all. No offense. I feel
Yeah.
like that too. I'm getting $50 million, so shut the fuck up. I'm just honest.
Yeah, Russ, trade him off. That's all I was trying to say. Get rid of Russ.
I ain't gonna lie.
Get rid of AD. Give
I
us
would-
KD
yeah.
and Kyrie.
You don't want KD. He's soft.
We do.
Oh man. Why would-
Brian can run the point. Brian don't have to. Brian just want to win. He don't have to. He
KD's
don't have to
soft.
do a whole bunch of shit.
KD
When
he's
y'all
soft.
He
think
could just say- he could
Brown
just
was
run-
his best?
Ooh, that's a good.
In 2016.
No, nah.
What
wasn't
team
his
was
best?
Brown
Miami
best on?
LeBron. Oh God.
Miami LeBron was
2013, 2012.
Oh, yeah, he was a
like
beast
that
there.
motherfucker.
Ain't that where he won the MVPs? Then he won some MVPs.
Yes.
Two,
What?
1, 2.
Miami LeBron was
But then-
all that.
I ain't gonna lie, Cavalier LeBron, that boy was a freak. But
You talking about the first, the young boy?
But,
Yeah,
but
no, he was a
Cav
beast there.
LeBron was on his lonesome. Miami LeBron, that shit was something to watch. Like that shit was action because it had other players that was like in motion.
to be honest, I like Cavalier LeBron better.
I just like more seasoned LeBron. Like I like seeing Bron be a leader. You feel what I'm saying? Learning how to be a leader and being, you know what I mean, making other people around him better. You feel what I'm saying? And
Right.
getting people the fuck out of there, like when they like not being emotionally
Get
attached
them
to
out.
shit, like because
Right.
we got a goal. We got one goal. You feel what I'm saying? So I would say like the second stint in the second even with them losing it to the Warriors. No, I'm just saying to the Warriors all them times that they did. That was probably my favorite version of him right there. The second John.
But the KD not going to the Lakers, so he too soft for that.
Where are you going?
I don't know. He ain't going to the Lakers.
You trying to win?
But the thing with KD, he don't want.
I'm gonna let you finish, and then I'm.
He don't want to be in LeBron's shadow, so he's not gonna go there.
Are you done?
This nigga.
Are you done?
Yeah.
I'm about to shit on this nigga. You ready?
What?
No.
What they all that about in there?
Anyhow, my point is, Quan is a Warriors fan. He's not going to agree with anything that is going to be detrimental to his team. My point is that niggas got beef with the Warriors. Bottom line,
Why?
get him out of
You
there.
got us from the mud, except for KD.
Cause y'all like super cohesive. We only hate y'all cause y'all built a great team.
No.
But we was trash.
Speak for yourself.
We
It's
were
because they light skinned. That's why I don't fuck them.
But listen, you
Real
want
shit.
to say
That's all I rock
you want
with.
to say that in 2013 or 2014. Oh, fuck them light skinned niggas.
Yeah,
It wasn't a
because y'all
factor.
wasn't making no- yeah, y'all
What
wasn't
do you mean?
making
Why
no
we
wins.
talking about him?
No, we was coming out. We was coming out.
Yeah, y'all was coming out.
Bro,
Y'all was
we
coming
wasn't
out,
worrying about
but
y'all.
wasn't doing nothing. But
When
now,
I seen like I seen the playoff games, I started scrolling through my Instagram and all the light skinned niggas that I went to school with was hanging with each other, cheering
all the light skinned niggas being real light skinned, like
cheering for them niggas. I said, get these niggas out of here,
get
boy.
them out of
You
here.
don't like the We Believe team?
Huh?
You don't like the We Believe team? Baron Davis, Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes.
I didn't
Jason
do
Richardson.
shit, bro. No,
Nigga, we beat the Mavericks. No one.
it don't matter. I see
Right.
niggas. It don't matter, bro. Y'all didn't win.
Who's who?
What year was that?
Who's what? You don't know?
No, I know.
Listen, what
I know
year was
what you're
that?
talking
What year
about.
was that?
07.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So who won it?
Like,
The
we're
Spurs?
talking-
That was like the Spurs,
We're
John.
talking about 15 years ago. Stop it.
Come on, the Lakers. It was probably like the Spurs. 07 sound like a Spurs, John.
We can't talk about nothing from 15 years ago, bro.
Oh, my fault. Let's talk about last year then. But let's
let's
talk
talk
about June. What happened?
That's about
What happened in June?
You know
The
what?
light skinned niggas was excelling, but it's because
I
y'all
had
light
to-
skinned niggas being
listen,
together.
every
Y'all
time I
lock
watch it-
arms,
But-
like
but-
one of the twin powers.
It was going against light skinned niggas
Hey
too.
D, every time I watch
Jason-
them, I gotta have sunglasses on. Them niggas so bright.
Yeah, man, like
Gotta have
that. Jason Tatum.
yeah, but it's not a team full of yellow niggas either, dog. Like,
Uh,
and then the floor yellow too. Like I gotta put on my shades. dude.
Jalen Brown, your names, Butterfingers. Bloop, 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 bloop. With these popcorn.
So who you so early predictions, Quan? Obviously, we know you want to see the
Of course.
Warriors back. So who you want to see coming out the East this year? You
I don't
think?
give a shit, to be
No,
honest.
I mean, all right. Just give an educated guess.
Who I want us to beat? I want to beat the Bucks.
The Bucks is
Yes.
trash.
No, they're not. They're not.
Bro, they got. I'm just telling. I don't think Giannis gonna last long there.
Hey, about the true year, my guys.
No, but do your thing. You good? You straight. We'll switch it up when you come back.